I'm Phil Nordella. Welcome to my master classes. Okay, so this class is going to be not only for the buyer, but for the seller in one class. I'm going to go over the escrow and exactly what is expected for each. So if you're a buyer, we've looked at properties, we've decided to offer on one, we've negotiated it out, you're happy, they're happy, we open escrow. First thing is you're going to have to give, within 3 days, a deposit check. The deposit check is going to be something that you agreed upon contractually up front when we wrote the offer, and as soon as it's accepted, you have 3 days to actually get that actual check in escrow. That check will be cashed, okay? Just want to make sure you understand that. So, right after we actually open the escrow, depending on what the contract says, there's going to be certain time frames that are going to start for the buyer and also for the seller. If you're the buyer side, what's going to happen is what you need to do is you need to have me order a physical inspection. The physical inspection says we have no idea just exactly what kind of condition the property is in, so we want to hire a professional that you can meet out there and I can meet out there, and we can have them go from top to bottom, and while they're there they can tell us exactly what's happening when it comes to if there's anything wrong with the property. They'll also do a complex report that we will go over and look at. We're also able to maybe negotiate either some kind of a credit or have them fix certain things that may need to be addressed. Very first thing we look at health and safety, then we look at the large items to see if things are going to actually go wrong. And again, we might negotiate something for you, or it might be in good enough shape to where we just say, okay, no harm, no foul. Your lender is going to order an appraiser. Okay, they're going to actually have the appraiser come out. The appraisal costs approximately $500, but depending on what lender you go with, maybe sometimes it might be free. They'll have to go out there too. The seller, on the other hand, will have so many days to get you what we call their disclosures. The disclosures are pretty simple. The disclosures are saying, look, this is what I know to be true about the property, okay? Such as they'll tell you what they feel the condition is of all of the things that they have. They'll tell you whether there's noise problems in the neighborhood. They'll tell you if there's any sort of HOA problems. They'll tell you any of those things that they know to be true, and they have to be honest with that because they don't want to be sued later. Okay, so they'll fill those out for you and get you those within a certain amount of time. And you will then have enough time to look at those and then approve them. Okay, so just going back over it again, when you actually open escrow, we will actually together hire a physical inspector. The physical inspector, we go to the property, they check out the property, they do the report. We go over the report and get back to them on if the fact that we say, okay, it's in good shape, but we would like for you to do certain things to the property. Also, the appraisal will be done, but that's ordered by your lender, all right? So you do that on your side, and what's done on the other side is they get you the disclosures of everything that they know to be true about the property. All of that stuff has to be done in a certain amount of time, right? So they give you the disclosures, you got so many days to get back to them, you get back to them, that's terrific. Then we just move on when it comes to selling and actually closing. Also, it's possible that if we put in the contract that we want actually to have a home warranty, we're going to make sure that we get the home warranty. Also, if we ask them to do a termite report, they'll have to do a termite report and give us a report that says it doesn't have any actual active infestation, dry rot, or termites. Those are the three things that they talk about. If it has any of those things, the bank won't loan on the property. So we have to go back to them and say, look, it does have termites, so we got to make sure it's taken care of. And they have to do that prior to, all right? So the other thing, the last thing I want to tell you, I'm just keeping this general, obviously there's a lot more to it, but what's going to happen is you are going to get a walkthrough 5 days prior to close, all right? And that just means that we did the physical inspection, you asked them to fix the air conditioner, and you asked them to fix something else, and just before it closes, we go in there and say, did you fix the air conditioner? Did you fix this other thing? And also, is it in the same condition as when I purchased it? So if something happened after you purchased it, it has to be in the same condition, and that's very important. So 5 days prior to close, you will get a walkthrough. We go in together, we check out all of those things to make sure it's okay. Then we set up for closing. It'll fund it, and then we close it and record it. And everybody lives happily ever after. Thanks, I hope this helps.